to Zoe Home Inspired Living. My name is Rina. I'm a chemical engineer by profession, but a grave and debilitating illness put an end to my otherwise successful career. After being very sick and suffering for many years, I'm now well enough to share my life to inspire you to live beautifully no matter what. God bless you. Hello everybody! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Zoe Home Inspired Living. If you're new here, my name is Rina and I share here my life, the things that I love doing which bring joy to my life, and I hope that it will bring joy to your life as well. So I do sewing, painting, decorating, table setting, and I also do furniture makeover, furniture flipping nowadays. Yes, and you are going to see one of my projects in this new video. So today I'm going to show you what we did in an area in our dining room. When we moved in this new house, even before we did move, I was imagining that I was going to put wallpaper all around the walls of the dining room. And so I looked for the wallpaper that was in my dream. But for months I looked and I couldn't find something to my satisfaction. So I just let go of the idea, and then I have forgotten it until recently. So when we did the makeover of the powder room, which I shared the video last week, and if you haven't seen that, be sure to watch it as well after watching this video. So my plan for that powder room was to put a wall mural, a wallpaper on one of the walls. And so I looked again, and this time I was able to find the wallpaper that I have been imagining. And so we used that in the powder room. And while I was looking for that wall mural, I also found the wallpaper of my dreams, which I have long wanted to use in the dining area. So that's what we did. When we were doing the renovation for the powder room, we were also redecorating the dining room. But before we go on any further, I would like to show you my OOTD. It's a dress that I made. So to those who are new to my channel, I would like you to know that I share my sewing projects. In fact, I sew all my table linens, table napkins, tablecloths, runners, placemats. Yes, and I also sew some of my dresses and skirts like this one. So usually I do this with garter here, but this time I did it as pleated. The same here at the top and at the bottom, the ruffles, they are pleated because I want it to be more unique. So back to my dining room project, I lost the original video that I took before we removed everything. So this is the wall I'm talking about. And when we arrived here in this new house, this was the best that I could do with this wall. I reused the old buffet table such as this one, and also that vintage Narra mirror, and I tried to decorate it like this for the more than a year that we stayed in this house. But I noticed that I was never drawn to this space. I was never attracted to this space. So it looked like it was dark, This was a dark corner, and nobody was loitering or staying in this space except when we have special family dinners and we use the buffet table for the food spread. So for my dining room project, I intended to change a few things, and I have been looking for a French commode or Italian commode, but I did find two sellers online, but oh my gosh, the price, these Italian commodes are very pricey. I was able to find vintage Narra buffet table, and I love the shape. I imagined I could turn it into an Italian commode looking one. So I got that. And this is a vintage Narra buffet table which I acquired recently, and I plan to restore this for our dining area. I want to replace the one that's there. It's a mahogany buffet table which I had customized some years ago, but I prefer this kind of design of buffet table. It reminds me of an Italian commode. Yes, because of the, look at this. It's scalloped. I originally planned to strip off the paint and restain and revarnish, but that would take very, very long to do. So I think that we are just going to thoroughly clean it and then just do some repairs of the scratches and then revarnish. But we are not going to strip off the whole finish anymore. Now, on top, there are more scratches. So what I plan to do here, we are just going to put in marble. So we are going to buy a marble slab to put on top of this buffet table. Upon checking the inside of the drawers, we found too much damage on the sides. So when our carpenter Roel saw the damage, although this is my project, he took over and repaired the whole thing. He replaced the walls of these drawers and replaced them with new ones. Thankfully, the rest of the buffet table is solid Narra, and there's no damage except for the scratches. After cleaning the buffet table thoroughly, I started painting on the scratches and like stains and paints that couldn't be removed any other way. So here I'm using an artist paint brush, and I mixed raw sienna, burnt umber, and alizarin crimson to be able to copy the finish of this buffet table. After waiting for the paint to dry, the retouches that I did, here I started varnishing the buffet table using a paint brush. I used Davis Aqua wood stain and varnish, and I would have wanted to use the satin finish, but there wasn't any available online, and so here I am using the gloss finish. I really like about Davis Aqua Wood Stain and Varnish is that it doesn't stink. And it was really very user friendly. So at first you will see that there are like marks of the brush a little bit, but when it dries they just disappear and leave you a very smooth, very uniform finish. Just a thing to remember when using varnish, don't apply too thick that they would be flowing or dripping. And if there's an accumulation of the varnish in those crevices, just wipe them off or brush them off until there's no more that are seen. For the carvings, I used a smaller artist brush and I did a total of 2 coatings of the varnish. So our carpenter replaced all the wood of the drawers, leaving only this front here, which is Narra hardwood. And because he replaced them all, we are now sanding and we are far from done yet. I used a 100 grit at the first and now just a very fine grit to make it smooth. Now I'm retouching the drawers, just covering up those paints with my paint mixture. Here, Roel is cutting the Calacata quartz which I got. It's a slab and he traced the contours of the top of the buffet table and now he's here cutting. This is the day of putting in the wallpaper. It was our very first time to apply wallpaper. The bathroom which we did, the powder room, that came second. So we practiced with this wall because I was there present. I was supervising the whole thing and filming. We used a kind of rice glue, so these are like rice granules and mixed with water. So I got this glue from Shopee also specifically for wallpaper. It was very inexpensive, and one pack plus 3 liters of water will be more than enough. So this is the buffet table that we repaired. I varnished it, as you have seen, and replaced the top with this quartz kalakata. It's a kalakata, but it's quartz. So this is kalakata quartz, and I like it. Although it's quartz, but I like it because I was able to buy just a smaller slab, perfect for this project. I couldn't find a Kalakata pure marble slab here in the Philippines right now. There was another one, it's Volacas, made in Italy, but it was super big and I wouldn't have use for the rest of it. So I found this quartz. Yeah, it's like marble. And what I like about it is that our worker Ruel was able to get the contours of this buffet table. So he was able to follow it like that. So it is perfectly contoured. And we put this like antique brass pools, cabinet pools. And it was so easy to refinish this. I just covered up the scratches and some paints over it. And then I revarnished everything. And it came out like looking new. Now I really think that it looks like an Italian commode. Look how thick that is. And this is the inside. So I think that we weren't able to show anymore, but we waxed everything and we buffed it. So it's like looking new really. It's very smooth and sleek. And we are going to use this for our table linens. And there are 3 drawers. We are going to use them for our table napkins also, and the napkin ring collection. And this, we also waxed everything, so it's like new. For my international viewers, these are lanzones, and they are very seasonal. So they are at the end of their season, which is October. I heard Martha Stewart mentioned one time that they are longans, but they are not. They are lanzones. The longans are quite different. So this is the wallpaper or wall mural that we put. And I like it a lot better now. This space in the dining room, it is not ignored anymore because everybody loves that wallpaper. Yeah, and I love looking at it. This area of our dining room is not ignored anymore. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope that I have inspired you to make some easy and inexpensive improvements in any area of your home. And I will see you in the next video. I will be showing our new built-in cabinet because we will be unboxing 2 shipments of Limoges and some other branded dishes from America. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It will greatly help my channel. Thank you so much and God bless. Bye! It is nighttime and I thought of changing the centerpiece, the floral arrangement, into this. And I think that it looks a lot better than the olive branches. My son Tim thinks so too. In hindsight also, I think that I'm going to put the pair of this candelabra on the right side to make it more symmetrical. But then again, home decorating is never really final.